This episode is a perfect reason on why, no matter how many weekly reactions I do, I'm always square behind binge watching. Because why would we end the episode on that cliffhanger? Basically, they went to hot springs and they just finished eating. Carmen seems like he's back to his old self. Nikaido looks at him and she gets a glimpse of his what's probably his real face. And it looks like she says, "Hey, I'll marry that." She asks Carmen, and they're sitting down. She asks Carmen, "Hey, when we finally get you cured, will you come work in the restaurant with me from now on?" And it looks like he says, "Hell yeah!" And they basically say, "We choose to be together." And we end the episode with, "That was the last time Carmen and I ever had a conversation." What in the And of course, we gotta wait a week now to figure out what that means. I want to read ahead and find out so bad, y'all just don't know. But I'm not. For the sake of these reactions, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just gonna distract myself. But come on, man. What does that mean? Is N gonna find her? Is N gonna find Nikaido again? We've already went that route before. I think that's gonna be kind of boring. Or the Devils gonna find Nikaido? Seems like they got a great interest in Nikaido. Or they gonna snatch up? Shouldn't they already know when Nikaido? I don't even know how they devil powers work, but was she with them cutting up her big brother and kicking him to the side? Would she be able to be convinced to become a devil? Or Common gets his number three option? I think is Common gets his memory back, and why would that completely change? Why would that be? Because I feel like this has a very dark meaning, and it's like, but um, I guess we'll find out Wednesday, won't we? Or at least get an idea Wednesday. It was a great episode. It's just that cliffhanger got me like, what the hell is about to happen? But all right, Kasakube basically gives us for the rest of the episode. Kasakube gives us a flashback on I Coleman, and we learn about who I Coleman is. We learned that he used to basically he begged. He used to be a guy, a human being living in the hole, and basically he was going to Dr. Kasakube after he returned to the hole after his wife left him, and was constantly begging him to become a sorcerer, make me a sorcerer, make me a sorcerer. Dr. Kasakube was like, "That's impossible," and so for the next year, I started working in the lab with him, and he would stay after hours. And apparently during the hours, because Dr. Kazakube was collecting the bodies of sorcerers, he started experimenting on sorcerers' bodies, and he came up with some sort of surgery to transfer his brain into the body of a sorcerer. And in order to force Dr. Kazakube to do that, he went and basically tried to commit suicide. Basically tried to kill himself to get Dr. Kasakube to perform the surgery. And Dr. Kasakube was like, "Well, you dying, so I guess I grant your last wish." So now I Coleman when he ended up saying it took him, Lord have mercy, it's like 7 months to heal. Then he ran away, or at least I don't know if he faked his death or what, but it was like he ran away. And now Dr. Kasakube, after all these years, what was it, 15 years later, is deciding to go and track down I Coleman. And basically the other two, I forget their names, the partners that work for N, they basically say, "Look, you my dog and all, but I'm letting you know now, if I Coleman is the boss of the Cross Eyes, he getting gone. So we appreciate you telling us this, but we will be murdering him, or at least attempting to, if he's the boss of the Cross Eyes." And so we get a little bit lighter in the episode after that with Ebisu, and she is got her memory back, and she's going home. And old boy is chasing after her, which Ebisu was kind of cold. Ebisu, despite the fact that she's kind of made it seem like she fell in love with him, even though they've never expressed it both ways, that she she had fallen for him. She just kind of just gives him the cold shoulders, like I'm going back to my family. And so he's steady trying to follow after, steady trying to follow after, and she finds out her parents have made a clone of her and run away from the clone because it terrifies them. And yeah, Ebisu ends up having to kill this killer, this crazy killer clone. She has some black powder. She knows she has some black powder hidden away, and she gets to work and turns into a dinosaur. So I don't know. Yeah, it was a great episode. Great episode. I loved finding out the story of I Coleman, how he created the procedure to turn into a sorcerer. I want to see how the cross. I really want to get the backstory on the Cross Eyes boss. How he got so many loyal, faithful people behind him. I know he got so many people strung out on that black powder, but how did he figure out how to create black powder? How did he inspire so many people and gain their loyalty like this? Like they're piss poor now and they're still sticking beside him. So a lot more things I want to learn. Y'all know especially what I want to learn. Why the hell Kaiman and Nikaido will never have a conversation again? Is it as bad as it really sounds? But I don't know. Great episode. Can't wait for next Wednesday. I'm going to give it a. I'm gonna give it. It was a great episode. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Check it out and enjoy anime review from He Who Knows Nothing, Smartest Man in the World. Later.